What up, boys? One of the most important things you can do before you start every single session of Warzone is to warm up. It's one of those things that I know you don't want to do, but I highly recommend doing. It's going to make all of your games go better. You can get a little bit of practice in, a little bit of training in. And right now, this is especially relevant to me because I haven't played Warzone in a week since I've been sick. I've had the flu, vertigo, so I haven't been uploading. I need to warm up. And so today I figured it was a great opportunity to take you guys through my warm up. Let's get into it. All right, so we're here in the Call of Duty HQ. What you're gonna wanna do is open up Black Ops 6, go into multiplayer, hit find match, and we're gonna come all the way down here to private match. It might take a second for you to be able to access things because it's kind of putting you into a server. And then once we do that, we're gonna come over here to game setup. I always run team deathmatch. We're gonna go over to map, and I always like to run Nuketown. Now the game rules part is really important, so I want you guys to pay attention because we're trying to make this as close to Warzone as possible. I usually do 8 minutes. I'll explain why later. And then we come over here to player. And what's important is we want to increase the max health to make this more like Warzone. This warm-up is not going to be identical to Warzone because obviously Black Ops 6 and Warzone are different. I have found that 250 health is the sweet spot. Over here under team, I like to go with directional as radar always on. The reason I do directional is because it's kind of bugged. The other settings aren't as good, and I've just found that directional works for me. Under gameplay, we're gonna come over here to score streaks. We're gonna turn off score streaks because obviously Warzone doesn't have those. We don't need those for our warm-up. And then under the field upgrade settings, we're gonna go to 10x. All right, and so once we're out of the rules, we gotta add in 2 to 3 bots. So I'm gonna hide my camera real quick. This is where people usually get confused. You're gonna wanna come to the enemy team. You're just gonna hit select, and you're gonna change the amount you want. For me, it's usually 3. For difficulty, this is just a warm-up, so I like to do regular. And then you hit confirm, and you're gonna see that 3 guys just got added. Once we have that all set up, we need to do one more thing, and that's under our loadouts. So we're gonna come over to weapons, go to loadouts. I have a warm-up class, and I want you guys to just go ahead and copy this. The perks are specifically chosen so we can have more ammo. The field upgrade for more ammo. You don't start with a lot of ammo in private matches. Stim shot, impact grenade, I use because that's what I use in Warzone. And then I always try to use whatever SMG I'm using that day in Warzone. I only do the extended mag and the suppressor because in Black Ops 6, the loadouts are different from Warzone. And so if you add too many things on, it makes the recoil kind of crazy. And so that's what we're running today. And once that's all set up, just go ahead and hit start. All right, so as we load in here, I want to talk about warm-ups. The goal of a warm-up is not to just get your hands warmed up and get cracked and shoot a bunch of bots. It's about getting your brain warmed up more than anything, especially for me. I've been sick for like the last week. I haven't played Warzone in a week. And so I need to get myself ready to play Warzone again because I can't just hop in and expect to drop bombs and make content. And so the first thing I do every single time I load into a game is I come over here to my quick settings, and I have a lot of these saved because I use them a lot. Sometimes I turn off aim assist, but every single time for the first 4 minutes of this warm-up, I turn off my sprint assist. That's gonna make it where I'm walking around. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to worry about my movement for the first 4 minutes. I want to focus specifically on 3 things. Now, one last setting, if you guys are wondering about my center dot, why it's big and why it's red, that's these settings right here. Again, I have these saved under my quick settings. You're gonna have to do that yourself. And so the thing that I'm focusing on for these first 4 minutes, I'm gonna, do it live for you guys and explain it to you. But what we want to focus on is checking our minimap. We want to see where all these players are on a minimap. It's gonna warm up and train our brain to look at the minimap actually in Warzone. The next thing we want to focus on is our centering. So we're looking at our minimap and we're seeing that people are moving through the houses. We want to put our center dot where those players are most likely to show up. And the last part of this is once we shoot a player, I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna call out how much ammo I have. And so this is really just training my brain to figure out the information, center on where the information is, and once I have the kill, I'm moving on to the next part, which is making sure I have enough ammo. The last part of this first 4 minutes is moving your left stick. Now what that's gonna do is increase our aim assist, so I really want you guys to focus on that. All right, so I got 34 rounds. I'm looking up at my minimap. I see one guy coming from the right, centering right there. I got 14 rounds, don't have enough. This guy's going to the back of the house. He's gonna come out the top up here. Making sure our crosshair is centered there. Moving our left stick. I have 29 rounds. And so I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna walk around, center my crosshair to where these players are coming from, right? He's gonna be coming from the right here. Make sure we have good centering. Get first shots, move left stick, 15 rounds. This guy's in the house. And so all this is gonna do is train our brain to look at the minimap, use the minimap to center our crosshair, and then make sure we have enough ammo for the next gunfight. So I got this guy's about to push into the house. Let the first one go in. Make sure I'm centering my crosshair. One runs out. One more right here. All right, next fight is over here behind me. I have 17 rounds. We're gonna fight this. And so we're just gonna do that for the first 4 minutes. Now I'm gonna show you exactly what I do for the next 4 minutes, which is just this at a faster pace, right? So we're going to turn on our tactical sprint assist. If you turned off aim assist, which is going to help you warm up a little bit more, it's going to help you with some training. We're going to start using our movement. The goal is just to get first shots and center our crosshair on where players are most likely to be. So we have 10 rounds, not enough. This guy's running away. Make sure I'm pulling my tack knife out so I can get closer. Tack knife's going to help us get more tack sprint. 12 rounds. I have enough. Let's do it. Dead. Use our ammo box. And we're just going to keep doing this. I'm going to call this guy out. He's running left to right. Make sure I move my left stick. I got 35 rounds. One in front of me in the doorway. 10 rounds. One more right here. Dead. On to the next one. One coming out the house. One running to my right here. We're going to slide out. Don't have enough ammo. Got 5 rounds. Gonna have to reload. Got one guy coming left the bus. One more over here to the right. He's gonna be over here now. And so that's really all it takes to get warmed up. We're gonna do 4 minutes walking, 4 minutes sprinting, and now let's get into the last 2 minutes of our warm-up. All right, so the next part of this is honestly the most monotonous, but also underrated part of the warm-up routine. So we're gonna wanna leave Black Ops 6 here. We're gonna leave Black Ops 6 and we're gonna open up Warzone. Now we wanna focus on using our long-range weapon and practicing and memorizing the recoil pattern. For a lot of newer players, this is something I think you guys struggle with. And so I'm gonna take in my my main AR that I'm going to use today into the firing range. What we're going to do is we're going to use the D-pad to drop down this metal plate, and then we're going to shoot this wall without controlling the recoil. What we want to do is just learn this recoil pattern. And so for the next 2 minutes, all I want you guys to do is take that recoil pattern, pull your stick in the opposite direction. It's going to help us when we actually get into game, right? Pulling down to the left. Rolling down and to the left. It's that simple. Practice that for 2 minutes. Now you're good to go. All right, and so with the warm-up complete, now I want to ease myself into Warzone. I haven't played in a week, so we're going to start with Rebirth Island solos. We're going to queue up. I'm going to talk you guys through my entire thought process from beginning to end, decision-making, the good, the bad. Let's get into it. All right, boys, so this game was in the first hour of our session for the day. I haven't played in a week. Right now, we're taking a look at the map, seeing if there's bounty stuff around. As always, we land at the same spot. Helps us back into the flow of things. We know the rotations. We know how to play this. It'll be drawn on the screen. This was recorded. We're going to break this down, walk you guys through my decisions, the good, the bad, what I was thinking. Let's roll. So as always, we land here, grab a gun, look up to the sky, make sure no one's near us. Just defending my door right now. Since I have the stuff, might as well use it. You could argue a little bit of pacing right there, but we're just looting up real quick, making sure we have stuff to fight with. Usually my path right now is get decent SMG I can fight with, go bio. Bio, making sure no one's around us. I'm keeping in my mind that helicopters above us might come chop us up. All right, so now we have an AIMS, a C9, we have plates, we have a smoke grenade, we have a PRD, we got everything we need to fight. Got some tools. So as I'm zipping up here, we're looking. As always, we're looking, treating this, you know, whenever I'm in the sky, whenever I'm on a water tower, whatever it is, resurging, I'm always treating myself as a UAV. This is free information. So I see that there's a loot box that hasn't been opened. This door hasn't been opened. So I don't know if there's people here. I'm like, I don't need to go roof. Let's just skip roof, go 3rd floor. Land in here. At an angle that nobody saw. I thought I heard something down here. I do end up hearing something down here. One thing I want to talk about here is trigger discipline. A lot of you guys would just shoot this guy right here, right? This guy probably doesn't have alertness this early in the game, so I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to ping him, and I'm going to see if he comes onto this catwalk. The second he gets on that catwalk, he's dead, right? Because if we back up here, let's back it up. Excuse me, I'm still recovering from being sick. Right, so if we shoot this guy right here, what's he probably going to do? If we shoot him while he's on this, he's probably going to go to the nearest piece of cover right here, and then it becomes this long, drawn-out fight that I probably don't finish. But instead, I use a little bit of trigger discipline. Hopefully this guy gets on the catwalk, we kill him. So I thought I heard something else down here, but it was so far away, yeah, that I thought it would be 1st floor. Turn this up just a little bit. So now there's 2 guys here, one on metal, one above me somewhere. See if metal makes a mistake. Now I'm getting really good at bio. I love the way bio plays with the windows and stuff, and we get a lot of zip lines and PRDs. And so I position myself in the back here, use a PRD. The reason I do this is because, bang, immediately we have cover, right? Even if there's somebody standing right here, I'm confident enough in my ability to play this cover, use smoke, whatever it is. This is a really aggressive play that I like to do a lot. See a guy up here in the corner. We third party this fight. Try to clean this up. Okay, want to talk about this decision here, right? We get that third party kill. Ooh, what was that? We get that third party kill. The second guy runs down. Where's he gonna go? Right? He's gonna go down. Why would I full chase this way when I can jump down into this doorway and cut him off? That's my thought process here, is like, how am I gonna cut this off, hit an angle this guy's not gonna expect? I hear him go all the way down, so I jump out the window. He ends up being above me, and so I just full chase. I hear him reloading, and I thought, like, if we back up, I want you to listen. We hear him reload here. When I first started hearing him reload, I thought he was going to be here, and so I centered here. When I come up here and he's not here anymore, where's he going to be? He's going to be on the other side of this wall. And so we slide out with good pre-fire and centering. Break this guy's camera. Dead. Okay, so I heard somebody regaining. And I was like, okay, they're going to come roof. But I didn't know exactly where, so I'm just kind of looking around. I got this heartbeat sensor. I noticed that somebody just used a PRD. And for me, that's red alarm, right? Like, that's a threat. I don't know. That guy didn't come up on the roof, clearly. Did he go third floor? Did he go second floor? Did he just accidentally use it? I don't know. So he's our heartbeat. Figure out he's in front of us somewhere. I don't want to let this guy get a free head glitch. I center where I think he's going to go. Now he's just sitting right underneath me, right? We know he's right underneath us because of the heartbeat. So I jump down with good centering. We kill this guy. So PRD, audio cues, heartbeat sensor, all of that gave us the information to jump down into this window with good centering. So we're off to a pretty decent start. We got 5 kills, 33 up. This ends up being a little bit of a sweaty game. As we jump down here, we get shot at by Top Chem. So he's either in the window or on the roof. If he's on the roof right here, that's pretty dangerous for him. Something else to note, I'm also marked here. I'm also marked. And so I'm going to let this mark play out. I'm just going to sit down here for a second and play it up. I know this guy's too far away to punish me or do anything. And so because I don't want him to do that to me again, and I want to get loadout, we throw the smoke, throw the loadout, grab a radar for information, and then we go back and grab our PRD. So see this guy landing in, keeping that in the back of my head. I don't think I get the kill here. Yeah, needed one more bullet there. And so from here, that radar just told me within this vicinity, there's most likely nobody here. And so I know I need to get somewhere else on the map. If I want to get good pacing, I need to go somewhere else. So what I always do, since I play here a lot, is pull out SMG, and I go for the zip line. On the way here, I don't know if you guys just saw that, we saw a guy right here. So let me back it up. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. All right, so we see a guy right here. Immediately, I bail out of the zip line play. I switch to my AR. This guy sees me, right? And so this immediately, I know this building. Like, I land here more than anyone. I know this building is going to be hairy for me to push and, like, get to this guy and finish him because he can just bail water whenever he wants. And so I know that I'm not fully committed to this right now. I just want to play this smart and see if he makes a mistake, right? I don't know if this guy's going to rechow, use our impact grenade. And then from here, I'm just like, this is too hairy. It's going to waste too much time. We can already see he's probably in the water here. I'm just going to leave. Knowing there's not many other people here, I want to make my way back to the zip line. And so we get our SMG out, we go to the zip line, we do that safely. I know there's an elite contract here. Just paying attention, minimap awareness. We have a guy right here on chem, and we have a loadout drop. So that means that potentially, since this guy was shooting, 1 or 2 people could rotate over here. Keeping that in my mind as I'm trying to get this elite contract. I only have $1,000 right now, and so it's worth for me to, you know, land somewhere where I know there's not a lot of people to get some money. You've got a loadout drop here. Right? And so as I see this red smoke, let's switch to our red. We see the red smoke coming in here. I know that somebody just landed on their bounty. So I prioritize that, pull out my AR, see if I, good centering, see if I can see anything here. And because of that, we were landing in, we saw someone at chem, we saw a loadout drop, and then when someone landed in, that all of those things, this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys, all of those things led to this decision of having good centering, catching this guy in bad timing, catching him out out of cover. All of these little things added up to a very free kill right here. And so that's stuff that you guys need to start thinking about. When a loadout drops, someone's going to come near it. Do we want to camp the loadout? No. We want to keep it moving. But catch a free kill right there. Chem starts shooting at us again. And right now in my head, I'm like, or it's not Chem actually. It was right here. Right now I know I'm wasting too much time here. Just based on pacing, I need to get out of here. So we got one guy at bio, one guy landed back on loadout. Our biggest threat right now is realistically loadout. I know that I can hold bio. And so I just want to put myself in a good position to A, not get shot at by bio, not get shot at by water tower, and not get shot at by chem. Looking back, this is a very dangerous position to be in. Now, I know that because there's a player here. Let's go back to red. There's a player here, player here, player here. They all have high ground. But I'm still kind of safe because I have this little, little roof unit. I have this to cover me. I just want to try and get this kill pretty quickly here. This is very aggressive of me. Pays off. We get a kill. Immediately, what's that guy on bio going to think? Right? What's that guy on bio going to think? He's going to be like, oh, there's a red dot on my map right here. There's a red dot on my map right here. I'm going to go shoot that guy. And so I go check it out. Now, granted, in the back of my mind, I'm worried about chem. I'm worried about water tower. I know I'm covered from chem because I just visually checked it. Hit great headshots there. Get that kill. And so from here, I just want to rotate. So now I'm looking at chem. Unfortunately, chem rotated over here. The last place I saw him was over here. And so... Just get an unfortunate knock here. Excuse my language. Now, I do know that I'm far enough away from this guy to where if I immediately pop stim, or if I immediately pop my self-res and immediately pop the stim we have down here, I can still play my life. So I don't overreact. I don't get angry. We stim. I dodge that Semtex, get inside, start plating, use the door for cover. If he comes through the left, I have the door for cover. If he comes through the right, I have the door for cover. Slide out here. That's where he's most likely to come from. And so from here, I'm like, oh, this is just too hairy. This is just too hairy for me. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm wasting time. There's not a lot of players here. It's just slowing me down. Pop this armor box and get the heck out of here. By the way, if you guys are enjoying these breakdowns, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to drop these every day. So this is a common rotation I make from here a lot. You guys will see this in a lot of my videos. I love to quickly go water tower and be my own UAV, right? Because if I sit water tower, I can see what's on the map around me. People are going to be shooting, possibly shooting at me, drawing attention to myself. I'm going to have a nice little information because I don't have enough for UAV down here, right? If we look, I don't have enough cash. And so I see a sniper glint. There's a guy underneath me. If I lay down on the backside of this, I'm good. Played up. What's our biggest threat right now, though? The ladder. So we hear that ladder. We pull out our SMG, center on the ladder. Lay back down. We don't want the sniper to kill us. So from here, I'm just trying to get information, figure out what my next play is. We're off to a pretty good start. Got 9 kills, 26 players. Sniper's not looking at me, so I can loot this real quick. And so from here, I just end up jumping down. We got enough money from that guy we looted for a UAV. I slide past using that little tent as cover. We pop UAV, and now we figure out what we want to do. Right, so we got 3 guys down here, 1 on prison that I need to worry about, and the rest are on the other side of the zone. Again, confirming I'm not doing a great job of pacing here. Next time, I really just need to rotate deeper and get somewhere else. Because I have a tendency to stay around here. Because sometimes I just get sucked into these fights. And so right now, I'm trying to evaluate where I want to go. I know it's faded a little bit, but we got 1 player here, 1 player here, and 1 player here. I think the easiest kill is this guy right here. But again, like, he's kind of hard to shoot right now. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Mount up, try to get that kill. Honestly, in hindsight, to be honest with you guys, I didn't see this guy right here. Like, obviously, I knew he was there, but I didn't see him visually over here. So, hindsight, I would have pushed that guy. I jumped down. As I jump down, we see that this guy's not a threat, realistically, to me right now, because he's below. And that area is kind of hard to come up from. And so, I know that I can fight this guy without worrying about industry. Yep. Probably should have shot this guy here, but catch weird timing. You know, I was in a jump. I wasn't sure I was going to get that kill. I saw this guy right here. And so I'm like, okay, maybe this guy pushes this way. I need to worry about this guy. And I need to worry about this guy. That's what's all going through my head right here. So as soon as I shoot, rather than trying to finish that kill, what is potentially, if there's a guy right here on the other side of this, When he sees that big red dot on his minimap and the audio cues, where's he going to look? Right here. Now, this is another one of those situations I've talked about this where had this guy shown up right here, some people would be like, how did you know he was going to do that? You're cheating. No, it's just prediction, right? If that guy was right here, right, and he saw me shoot here, what's he going to do? He's going to be like, oh, I'm going to come kill this guy. Now, he doesn't end up being here. He ends up being down in the water. Shoot that guy, quick kill. This guy's on the roof. I'm like, oh, great. This is tough. This is tough. He has a head glitch. They nerfed you being able to wallbang this. You'll see later on. Like, they nerfed you being able to wallbang this, which is unfortunate. I'm just looking for, you know, a grenade or something I can throw at this guy. Somehow lose my stim, of course. And so I know that I can't just fight that guy in a one-on-one, like, from where I was. If I back up here, I was trying to reposition on top of this, but then I hear that guy, easy kill. So now, obviously, what's that guy over here going to think, right? He just saw the red dot. He gave away my position, gave away my element of surprise. This guy's going to be looking at me. So when I jump up on this ledge here, I'm looking at him. Good centering. Used to be able to wallbang this. Now you can't. Unfortunate. I know I'm going to lose aim assist on those trees, so I just stopped shooting. Now we have something to fight this guy with. This whole time, I've kind of just been like, you know, trying to poke this guy, see if he makes a mistake, see if he screws up. I know I have loot over here. Come over here and grab these Semtexes. I'm like, all right, now I can for sure kill this guy. He's sniping at me. He's not taking shots. He's not hitting me. He's not very good. So I rip this guy. Immediately know that I can kill him with a Semtex if I hit the right Semtex. I don't know how this doesn't kill this guy. Like, I landed this right on this dude's forehead. And so this is a mistake here. I thought that maybe he'd be laying down plating. Again, I don't know how the heck that grenade didn't kill that guy. I knew that this was a bad decision, but it's one of those risk-reward plays where, like, if I kill this guy, I can move on. If I don't kill this guy, I regain. So it's not a huge deal that I die here. If I was playing Battle Royale and I'm trying to go for the win, I probably don't do this. Oh! You hear me get angry because I'm just, like, annoyed with the fact that this guy was just sitting on this roof. I should have killed him. The Semtex should have killed him. It is what it is. I'm really worried about our pacing right now. I want to get a 20 bomb as always. I want to at least get a 20 bomb for you guys in solos. But I haven't played in a week, so we'll take a decent game. All right, so we regain. I just saw that guy rotate up here, right? Just saw that guy rotate up here. Hindsight, I don't know what I'm doing pushing to the right here. I really need to clean up this tendency, and this is just me being completely transparent and honest with you guys. I need to clean up this tendency to hover around in, like, low propensity areas. Again, I know that guy, like, I bail right away because that guy's just going to jump water. We saw that guy from earlier go up to courtyard, so when he sees me shooting, where's he going to look? He's going to look where I just was. And so I make the safe, smart decision to, instead of, like, walk up on this guy, to make a wide rotation. Right? Because if this guy is aware, he could easily hold me. And so I'd rather take an extra 5-10 seconds to do this smart and safely and rotate this way, rather than rotating this way. So that's what's going through my head right here. You can even see as I'm pushing up, we're kind of just visually scanning it. Nice little parachute jump. Again, scanning it again, making sure he knows, or making sure I know he's not there. I know there's no one at chem. Nothing's been happening at chem. So we have a fire sale right now. I want to pick up some information. I just landed water tower. Pick up some information, grab some plates. Bang. So now we got water tower. We got water tower. We got right here. And then we got some guys at prison. So I think the easiest kill for me is definitely industry. Water tower, not so much. I don't do a great job of, like, doing this quickly. I need to make this decision more quickly. So that guy ends up just being laying down on the roof, which is really awkward out of him to just be laying there. And so where do I center my crosshair? Where I know this guy's going to be. Right? Unfortunately, we break that guy's plates. Can't clean it up with the impact grenade. Now this just gets hairy. Hits me with his impact grenade. I know he might have a munitions box or more other impact grenades. And so I throw that down. See this guy right here? Catch him. Easy rotation. That's just a simple zone hold, right? Like, we know if we go like this, we know this guy's here, and he has to get here. I can hold him from going into the zone. So all I really need to do, I don't really need to push that guy. I can just wait for him to push to me. So we got 12 with 20. I really only need like 8 or 9 more kills for a 20 bomb here. Not great pacing, but not terrible pacing, but not great pacing either. So as I grabbed that contract, let's back it up here a second. All right, and so this is why being aware is important. Obviously, we heard shots. I don't know if you guys heard them, but I did. We got a guy on the roof, right? And so as I'm grabbing this, I'm also in my peripheral vision looking right here. And what do you know? We see a guy. And so I know that immediately I'm in a bad spot. That guy sees me. I see him. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull out my AR here. Pull out my AR here, and we're going to try and kill this guy. I am now in a bad spot, right? He left. I was like, okay, I'm going to look at this guy. And then he pops back up. So unfortunate. We now are super low. He has me marked. He could try to wall bang me if he wants. I need to play smart here. So I start plating, back up a little bit, see if he's going to push me. I see the bounty move over to the left. And so in my mind, this guy's trying to use that as an opportunity to rotate to the left and hold me rather than like sitting on top of that ledge. And so we keep it moving here. I'm listening. I'm looking. I'm scanning. He's right up there. Again, he has me pinged. I'm going to get to cover. I'm going to plate up. My biggest threat is him coming through this window here. So then my bounty gets poached. I'm assuming that guy gets killed. Hindsight, don't know if this is a good or bad decision. Because I'm taking a zip. I'm outside of the gas here. This is very aggressive. It gives me high ground, or it ends up paying off. But could have very easily got held here. High risk, high reward situation. Hindsight, there really wasn't any way I was going to get back to the roof without doing this. And I'm really not that far away. He wasn't in a position to hold me. So, something to think about. We mounted up there, got a free kill. And so now I know we're in the end game. It's 13 with 13 left. If I just hold prison right now, I'm safe. What are my threats? Think about prison roof. What are your threats? Obviously, someone could come up underneath me, but it's not likely. We also have, zip line right here. So we got zip line. We have ladder. We have the crashed lighthouse, and we have double doors. All of these things I need to be aware of and put myself in a decision to defend. Because right now we're in the end game. I need to start thinking about positioning. Where can I be right now that's going to put me in the best position to get the next best zone, right? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not necessarily thinking about kills right here. I'm thinking about positioning. So I heard shots down here. I'm just hearing stuff down here. I know that there's a bunker buster. So I'm like, okay, I need to defend zip real quick. Then I see bunker buster on this. So I'm like, oh, so there's got to be somebody in here. Nobody would have called that bunker buster if there wasn't somebody in there. Because of that, get a free kill. Honestly, it didn't give it to me. It didn't give me the kill. Good to know. I don't know if that's a feature or a bug. You never know with Warzone, but that's really starting to piss me off. I'm not going to lie. Like this whole getting free kills because somebody's regaining and they die, or me not getting the kill because I killed someone that was regaining and the other person that originally killed them gets the kill. I really don't like that, and I'm starting to think that that's intentional. It's really whack. I hear shots over here. I know that I need to defend over here. Zip line's mostly clear right now in my head. We got somebody down there. We got somebody on top of Grandma's. That guy gets good timing. And so from right here, we immediately are looking at the zone, right? So let's go to green, right? This is the current zone. This is the zone that we need to get to. And so I know that in my head, I'm in a good spot to rotate, right? Like I'm in the best position to take what I presume is the best spot in the zone, which is the high ground. I want to be high ground. I know the roof of this building is safe. And so that right now is my current objective. So rather than focusing on Grandma's, rather than focusing over to my left, I shut these doors, trying to just give myself the best opportunity to get into the next zone. Using all the available equipment. I could go to the buy station, but very risk right now. Like obviously we have 14 grand, but... So the reason I do that is because I'm checking, right? Is there anybody on this roof while I'm trying to rotate over? This is a risk play. There could be somebody underneath me. There could be somebody in the windows. I at least want to give myself the opportunity to check this before I go, right? Don't do a good job of parachuting here. As I'm pushing up, I see the guy on the roof, right? I'm safe right now. I can just shoulder this and make sure this guy doesn't push over. So what are our threats right now? Obviously, we have a guy here. We also need to worry about somebody coming up behind us here. So those are realistically our only two threats. This guy's not a gigantic threat to me because I know that I can just rat my ass off down here and wait for this guy to push over and punish him. So we're shouldering. Trying to let this guy make a mistake. I have plenty of plates. See if we can get some opening damage with an impact grenade. This guy does a really good job of playing this head glitch. He's using his gas grenades on me. I know that I don't really need to do anything right now. Like, I'm chilling. This guy can hit damage on me all he wants. This is a problem. This is a problem. So right now I know that I need to worry about this guy while protecting my back from the other guy. This is a sandwich right now, but if I can get through it, I'm going to win this game. So I use this as cover. This guy jumps down. Not immediately, not a threat, right? What's my next biggest threat? Either the guy parachuting or prison. Prison sees me. I pre-fire him. Unfortunately, I go into the endgame without a gas mask, but it is what it is. If we want to talk about mistakes, that's a mistake that I made this game. All right. And so we just got that rotation kill. I'm assuming that there are at least one guy underneath me, but I'm assuming there's two. We saw the guy, or we knew there was a guy that had to rotate in from here, right? And so there are 5 people left in this game. I know that 2 of them are underneath me. The other 3 are somewhere over here. So that's what's going through my mind right now. I'm trying to figure out how I want to rotate. I have about 10 seconds to make this decision. The gas rotates very far away from me. So I know that realistically, the 2 guys down here are probably going to try and hold me. One of them is, right? Like, they both know I'm here. They both know I'm annoying. And so they're going to try and hold me when I jump off this roof, no matter what I do. Now, if I had a gas mask, I'd probably rotate like this. But instead, I just try to jump down and grab a wall. I want to give myself a little bit of cover here. Right? I can't go that way because there's going to be people there. But I'm like, oh, I got a little bit of a gap right here. We got a little bit of a gap right here. I could play this window. I could play this wall. I could play this rock formation. I could jump down this way. This is my safest bet, right? We want to move with cover and anticipate the fact that they are for sure going to shoot me. Someone is going to shoot me. I try to dive over here. I hear footsteps. I know this guy's chasing me. I just play my life here. Just play my life here. Get really lucky this guy gets into a fight. So now we're in a 1v1v1 situation, right? We're in a 1v1v1 situation. I know that I just want to play cover, plate up, and assess, right? And so let's think. There are 2 other players in this game, right? The zone is a little bugged right now. Like, there's a thicker red line that's like right here. And so realistically, this is what's safe right now. This is where the zone is going. If you had to guess, where are the last 2 players? There's almost always going to be somebody coming out of control. Almost always. There's almost always somebody in control. And so we can safely assume that there's somebody in control. They're not fighting, so the other person has to be somewhere in here. And so I keep that in mind while I'm doing this. I'm trying to listen. I'm also just plating up, getting back into this fight. So I'm trying to shoulder, get information. I don't know where anyone is right now. Make sure my SMG's out. I see this guy right here. Now, I do have my SMG out, but this is not a fight I can take. This is not a fight I can take. I need to leave and play my life as best as I can here. So he gets shot. He doesn't chase. I played up, used my cover. I know that I need to get this fight done quickly. Because whoever this guy is, wherever he is, he's going to be aware of that, and he's going to try and push over, right? If he's a good player, if that was me that was in control, I'm going to third party this, right? And so I know that I need to get this fight done quickly. So what do? I try to use my impact grenades to get opening damage. That sound, that explosion, that smoke is going to throw him off a little bit, and so that's an opportunity for me to push in with good centering, get first shots, win the fight. Immediately start plating. I now know it's a 1v1. That guy knows where I'm at, just based on audio cues. I'm assuming that he's somewhere in here, right? So I use the left, shouldering before I push, shouldering. I'm like, all right, I'm going to grab high ground. I know this guy's in front of me somewhere. Use impact grenade for info. We hear him. He's right in front of us. Get first damage. I pull up my SMG, immediately start pushing. Get a little bit of a dead slide here. But it is what it is. Nice little 18, 19 kill, depending on how many kills we got robbed that game. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.